Hey, it's me, LitB. Remember that video I made a couple weeks ago about Silent Hill rankings? Yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing, but with FNaF to piss off my friends. So, I'm gonna do that now. Right. I don't really know what to say. I'm not, like, super big into Five Nights at Freddy's. I haven't been since UCN, actually. It's the last time I even gave a damn about FNaF. Okay, the newest one I've played is Security Breach Ruin. I have not played anything past that. So, with that being said, I don't really know what to say. I'm just gonna do it. So, FNaF 1, Hood Classic, one of the scariest ones, I'd say, as far as, like, first playthroughs go. Obviously, that's the most important one. It's a jump scare game. There's nothing objectively scary about most of these games, other than the jump scares, you know, and maybe some sound effects here and there, which FNaF 1 does pretty well. Also, I should probably say the criteria. The criteria is nothing. It's just preference. It's just my opinion. So, yeah. If you came here for an objective tier list, get your ass out of here! Anyway, where was I? Yeah. Okay, FNaF 1. I think it's probably still one of the best ones. Actually, I'll put it here just because there is at least a game I would put above it. I don't really know what to say about it. It's a game where you sit there and get jump scared. That's about it. That didn't really have that much lore because it was the first game. And you know what? Unless it actually impacts what you're doing in the game, I'm probably not even gonna think of the lore very much, if I'm real with you. Alright, Five Nights at Freddy's 2. I think it is acceptable. The reason why I say that is because there's nothing about it remotely scary. It's a lot more of a frustrating game, and it's a lot more of a stress game than it is a horror game, because there's not anything like actually scary about it, again, besides the jump scares, which over time, especially in FNaF 2, like, they just become extraordinarily frustrating more than it is scary. FNaF 3, moving right on because I have nothing else to say. FNaF 3, I'm split. I'm gonna put it in acceptable as well because FNaF 3 has a good vibe to it. I like that it's kind of like a boss fight kind of thing, but it's way too easy. My boy Springtrap is kind of dumb. If you put him in a specific vent, you know, he'll just keep going back into said vent even though it's sealed. Like, he does that a lot up until, like, the last night, I've noticed. And even then, it's just like, you know, it's one character. It's a jump scare fest because all the the jump scares aren't even scary. It's just, especially, like, Springtraps is the least scary. Like, I get what Scott was going for. It's just kind of a mid-game, if I'm honest. Again, I'm not really counting the lore, you know, unless it actually affects the in-game story. Basically, I'm judging this based off of the games themselves, not the story around them, because I personally do not care that much about the lore of the games. My friends are like, oh, the lore is the reason why they're so popular and stuff. I'm just like, I get that, but it's just like, for me personally, I want the gameplay to be good, and the majority of these are just copy-pasted, but with, like, slightly different tweaks up until, like, Security Breach and Help Wanted and all of them. We'll get to that, I guess. FNaF 4, best game in the franchise, still scares me to this day. I like the amount of, like, listening you have to do, and, like, the vibes, like, that room, and, you know, the mini-games and stuff. That's all pretty great, actually. I think the designs of the animatronics are pretty spookiness in a horror game. I know this might shock some people, but having scary characters in a horror game, it's important. Shocker. Sister Location. I mean, it's playable. I really didn't like Sister Location that much. There wasn't really much to it, if I'm honest. I think the only part of that game that was actually, like, stressful was the part where you're, like, in the Springlock suit. But again, that was more frustrating than it was, like, scary after a while. And I don't know, that's just kind of the point where it became more sci-fi, which I think, again, hot take here, but I personally think the sci-fi in FNaF now especially is really stupid. Like, I'm gonna be real, I don't care for the, like, the Mimic, for example. I don't give a goddamn shit about the Mimic. FNaF World, do I even count this? I like FNaF World. I think actually FNaF World's a pretty solid RPG, but it's, you know, it's not scary whatsoever. What do I base it on? I guess I'm still just basing it off of my preferences, right? So I personally would put it, like, in one of these two. Oh yeah, because screw Sister Location. I'm gonna put it in acceptable. Yeah, I think this order is fine. But yeah, I'm gonna put it here just because I like the game itself. Like in the current state with all the mini games, the Halloween update, you know, and all that stuff. Like I think FNaF World is actually a pretty solid game in itself. Like it doesn't need to be labeled with FNaF at all to be a good game, but it's just like it's a FNaF game. It's good if you like RPGs, which I'm not really big on RPGs, but this one I actually had fun with back in like 2018. So yeah, this one's kind of tough. I'm gonna put it in here because I actually really think that this is one of the scariest games post 4, just because I think FNaF Simulator is actually scarier than all 3 of these games and Sister Location. And the reason I say that is because of the parts where you're like doing the interviews with the animatronics, with them, like the interviews. What were they applying for a job? No, the audio testing thing. My God, I can't speak. I'm like tired or something right now. I don't even know. I don't know what I'm doing. I just pressed record. I'm out of it. Yeah, I think FNaF Simulator has arguably the best gameplay of the games up at the top 3 here, just because of the simulator aspect. And I think it's unique, the fact that there is no like hours or anything. You beat it by completing all your tasks, like you're playing fucking Among Us. I mean, hell, all the animatronics are venting as well. I'm really making an Among Us joke in 2025. That is crazy. And also the way it wraps up the story originally was peak. Like that final cutscene, you know, where it's like Henry is being like, the darkest pit of hell is opened for you, old friends, don't keep the devil waiting, you know, that whole thing, that was dope. UCN, playable, but like it's just a custom night. There's not really anything there. I mean, yeah, there's all the cutscenes and like the lore. I think UCN wrapped up the franchise perfectly, like with having William Afton in a purgatory and like constantly in a state of misery. I thought that was perfect for the ending of the franchise. That's what he deserves for murdering children. But no, they had to ruin it with the next game, Help Wanted, where he's just suddenly back for some reason. And they changed the story and shit and just introduced William Afton again for absolutely zero reason. It's just like a why? He's dead! He's dead. I'm just gonna put it here. Whatever. Dreadbear, it's the same game. Like, why are these two even different? These are literally the same game. These are in the same game. Oh, whatever. But I'm gonna keep it there because, yeah, I did not care for the new story. Like, Glitch Trap, I think, is a cool design. I thought he was an interesting concept. My only issue being, you know, William Afton's supposed to be dead. The franchise is over. It kind of defeats everything that happened in Pizzeria Simulator. Like, if Pizzeria Simulator didn't exist with Henry, you know, sending all the souls ablaze. I can't talk because I said sending, not setting. Setting all the souls ablaze and setting their souls free and killing Afton, burning the place down and whatever. Michael Afton probably died in there too. If Pizzeria Simulator didn't exist, I would rank this higher. But just because the story is like, it's just like, why is he back, you know, that kind of thing. This game I've never played. You know, well, I'm just going to put these here. This one, I know the story, but I just don't give a shit. Security Breach, I'd rather get Springlock, honestly. I should really go and show you guys some of the clips from my Security Breach gameplay, because holy shit, I've never been more angry playing a video game in my life. Security Breach was so painful to play and so frustrating and just not even scary and just so mediocre to the point where I was actually losing my shit playing it. Deadass, Security Breach was dreadful to play. There was no aspect of that game that I liked other than the fact that you could actually move around, and that says something. And also, they like set up Vanny to be this like new, like terrifying new like serial killer that's following in Afton's footsteps and whatever the hell. Like, I thought that was such a good premise and such a cool way to continue the FNaF story, genuinely using a different character instead of Afton, but also not just a fucking mimic. I'll get to that in a second. It was just like, Vanny had so much potential, and she got like 5 minutes of screen time at max. Like, she had like 2 to 5 minutes at max in the whole game, and had no significance to the story, like barely at all. She was goddamn useless. Like, what was the point of making Vanny? They should have made her more present in the story for longer than she was, because it is actually kind of ridiculous to me that they set her up, teased her so much like she was going to be the next big bad villain, and she got literally nothing. She was butchered like almost like immediately out the gate. Like she did not stand a chance. She wasn't even really in a game. She was in a game, sure, but she was there for so little. She was like a, I don't know, like a cameo appearance. Like, she did nothing. She was so... The endoskeletons had more screen time than Vanny did. It is just so disappointing, honestly. And Ruin... I like Ruin. I'm definitely going to put it above these two games because I like it more than Sister Location UCN, but Ruin, it's just like, I liked Ruin up until the point where Gregory wasn't real. Like, obviously, I knew Gregory wasn't real from the get-go because it's obvious. Like, they don't make that subtle whatsoever. It's kind of obvious that Gregory is not actually there, but it's just like, why the Mimic? Why? Can somebody explain to me why they chose the Mimic? Like, I just don't understand the deal. It's just a robot. It's just another animatronic. There's so many animatronics in this fucking franchise. Why is the Mimic the one that's important? And it's just like, they had such a good premise for a villain, like a new villain, Vanny, and they replaced her with a generic fucking alternate from Mandela catalog motherfucker who just copies people's voices. Like, oh, that's so scary. Like, I'm shitting me britches that there's a robot copying my voice. Oh god, I'm terrified. And he looks so goofy too. He looks like a goddamn idiot. Like the Mimic is not scary whatsoever. There is no sense of like, why would this thing do this? You know, that kind of thing either. Because with Afton and even Vanny, it's just like, you know, you got the thing where it's just like, oh, you know, these people, they're fucked in the head. These people that are killing other, like, you know, kids and people and all that stuff. Is just like, why would they do that? They're messed up, they're screwed up in the head. Or with Vanny, it's like, oh, poor girl, she's being manipulated and controlled, whatever. Like, that's cool. But the Mimic is just a fucking machine. Who cares? I don't understand the point of the Mimic. It's so goddamn stupid. It's like the laziest storytelling like ever. The Mimic hasn't even killed anybody except for Edwin, and I don't know, maybe some other people. I don't know. I didn't play Secret of the Mimic. I'm just basing it off the books. All the Mimic did was kill a couple of employees and then Edwin. Who fucking cares? I just don't like the Mimic. I'm gonna be real with you. I think the new Mimic story ruined the fucking franchise. Yeah, I'm gonna be 100% real with you. Anyway, Help Wanted 2. Never played it. Yeah, there you go. That was my totally official ranking. Definitely not half-assed. Definitely not biased, and definitely not poorly thought out, considering the fact that I'm like super out of it right now, and like it's awkward to talk because I feel super stuffy and this like tired feeling, but I'm not like sleepy tired. I don't know how to explain it anyway, but yeah, there you go. There's my official ranking. I'd probably change some things around if there was more categories, but yeah, like I would definitely like move these three here lower if there was more categories, but I had to save the worst one for Security Breach. I'm gonna put a little montage showing how many times I fucking raged at that game because it is just amazing. Where did you come from? This game is garbage. Oh my god, this game sucks. Why am I playing this garbage game? This game sucks so much cock. Why do people like this bullshit? This game has never been good. And this piece of game is a buggy piece of shit that has like no fucking autosaves, no checkpoints, nothing. It's just pure bullshit. This entire fucking experience is just making me angry. I don't want to play this goddamn game anymore. Fuck me. I died right next to it. Are you fucking kidding me? I was literally right around the corner. I'm going to rip my hair. I'm going to fucking die. I'm going to die. I'm like in real life, I'm going to die. This is retarded. Are you... How? What? I'm going to cry. Not out of sadness. I'm going to cry of tears of anger. I'm so over this game. I don't want to play this anymore. I don't want to play it anymore. This game's so goddamn stupid, motherfucking bitch-ass bad. It's so god-awful. How does anyone like this piece of shit game? You may as well put a fucking turd in a box and call it a game. That would have more gameplay than this piece of shit does. Oh, what the fuck? How did you know? You're blind! That seems illogical, to say the least. This is expressively unfair! Oh my fucking god, Gregory, go through the fucking hole in the wall, you stupid fucking 11-year-old fucking little bitch cunt-ass motherfucker. This is very unfair. How can she hear me? I'm crouching. This game sucks. Hey, little guy. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Why can't I sprint? Why can't I sprint? What is going on? See, this doesn't make any sense. What? What do you mean just run to the door? Okay, make up your fucking mind. You just told me not to run, and now you're telling me to run. What do you want me to fucking do? Run, Gregory. Run. What? Since when were you there? Come on, Gregory. Stamina up. Stamina up. Stamina up. Stamina up. Stamina up. Stamina up, you fucking bitch. No. Fuck. No. Oh my god. It wasn't blue? What do you mean it wasn't blue? I saw blue. Oh my god, I hate this part of the fucking... It's impossible. This part is impossible. This part is impossible. This is the reason I have not been recording this game. I wanted to finish recording the game, but no, I can't get past this stupid fucking part because it doesn't want to fucking work. Fuck my asshole, don't actually do that. What do you mean it wasn't blue yellow? I saw blue yellow or red blue. Wait, no. What? Nothing happened. What do you mean? Nothing happened. Nothing appeared on the screen. What do you mean? What the fuck do you expect me to do when nothing happens? I swear to God, I'm going to murder a family if I can't fucking do this. I pressed the wrong button. I meant to press. It's confusing, okay? I'm using a PlayStation controller. It has Xbox controls. When it said X, you know, the blue button, when it said X, I pressed the X button. No! I'm gonna fucking kill myself trying to play this godforsaken stupid-ass game. I'm gonna fucking die. What do you mean I hit you? This game is bullshit. Hey, that's not fair. What? That's expressively unfair. What do you mean? What? Are you fucking kidding me? This is impossible. Bro, suck a cock, you fucking blue rabbit looking ass motherfucker. We all know that's what rabbits are good for anyway. We all know they're good at multiplying. Can you please not be an asshole? That's all I fucking ask. That's all I want. Going this way. What? Wait, what? What the fuck even happened? Dude, I don't like this game. Why am I still playing this stupid fucking game, man? You know, fuck this, I quit. And there you go. So yeah, take care, I guess.